Or you could just type that in on Google. I'm just confused. What's wrong with saying the Africans? Like, African American women, we been saying this. Y'all, we can't do shit. So it's a video on Twitter of a girl saying the Africans got me right. Basically, like giving the African braiding shop props on doing a good job for her hair. And and they in her comments, everybody was mad. The Africans, they were mad as fuck on Twitter about this. And I made a video saying the Africans, um, they don't care if it's a centimeter of hair on your edges. They finna gel it up and put it. Anyway, I made a video about them, and people in my comments saying, don't say the Africans, that's disrespectful. That's just like saying the blacks. As an African American woman, we've been calling them the Africans. Because as soon as you say the Africans, we already know it's a braiding shop. And a lot of times they'll have, such and such African braiding shop. Or you can just type that in on Google. I'm just confused. What's wrong with saying the Africans? Like, African American women, we been saying this. Y'all, we can't do shit.
I feel like people mean no harm when they say the Africans because people have been saying the Africans. My question is, how come everybody else, if they say I find this offensive, it's like, okay, we're not going to say that because you find it offensive. The African people saying they find the Africans offensive. Everybody's like, we don't give a fuck. We're going to keep calling you that. Why? We can't get the same respect everybody else does.
What I'm going to say is this. Don't start something knowing that you are extremely sensitive yourself. It's like telling someone that they are so big. That's what's called fat phobia. They tell you to stop calling me big. Don't call me that. And you're like, we've been calling you the big. You see what I'm going with this? Don't start something that you know will bounce back to you and you'll find it very offensive, right? So if African American women are doing this, calling black people from Africa, them Africans, because of braiding shops, don't get surprised when we call you ama ninja, them ninjas. And say that's what you call yourself with your sea boiled foods. You call yourself the ningers. Don't get offended when people start doing things of the sort because you have it in your songs. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you say white people in America should not call you that, then they keep calling you regardless of what you think. And they use it in other languages, like in Korean languages, just to let you know that they're talking about you. They do it irrespective of what you think. You see? So let's be mindful. And I remember reacting in this comment section of this lady, and she's full of herself as well. And a lot of people come for her for her weight. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But looking at her and her condescending is very mind blowing, baby girl. Very mind blowing. Looking at you as a black woman, behaving in the most untasteful manner you can think of. That's really distasteful. You are a black woman. There's something you need to get in this thing. And when they say them Africans, don't exclude yourself. They're also talking about you because you call yourself an African American. Boom. In this context, I'm telling you, if you find them African very entertaining for you, then start calling yourself Ninja Americans. Don't use Africa in any context to refer yourself. Or better yet, use black. Right? Use black. You as black, I feel like that's the best way to come up with this thing. There's no separation when they look at us, these people, you know? There's no this thing of saying, um, these ones are the better blacks. No. They don't look at you and be like, yes, these ones, black Americans, they're better blacks. In fact, being a black South African woman, I have a much chances as the way I am without even adopting anything of African American. I have a longer chance of living in America than a black American. Do you see that? Because I'm not attached to the stigma of black Americans. I may call it a stigma because I don't have the history of being a black American. I don't have ancestral lineage or whatever in America. So my accent is different. I'm black, but I'm black different. So I have much chances of living longer. But I won't say that. I won't say that to you because I know that there are black South Africans in your country, in America right now, and who have not adapted to how black Americans can speak the way that they speak, and they live longer. They don't get harassed by the police. They don't get harassed by anything because they are foreigners, but they're black people. The only problem begins when black people start adapting. Black foreigners start adapting black American culture. Right? It starts being a problem. It starts being an issue. Then the police can tell the difference, really. Alright? Here's my issue with this whole thing. Calling black people who look like you them Africans. You guys find terms every single time I get on this app. You find ways to be creative and let us know that we are different. And when Africans retaliate, because we do, obviously, we retaliate, obviously, again, and they tell you, don't associate with these people. Why would you? Because you do things of sort. Why would I? If I'm a black person, a black African coming to the States and I hear things of sort, do you think I would associate? I'm generalizing. But you are just generalizing. You're generalizing everyone, right? You're telling me that black American women have been saying this because you see saloon, but we're telling you it's offensive, you keep doing it. It's like you would tell me don't comment about my weight and somebody keeps telling you. You don't care, right? So for me personally, there's a lot of work that needs to be done that side, and I feel wholeheartedly working on yourself is the best thing you could do for yourself, really. If I don't want you, personally, I'm not offended because I'm proud of my blackness. I'm proud of being African. You can call me them African, them blacks, whatever you want to call me. Thing is, when I retaliate and call you them ninjas, my nigga, them ningas American. What now? No, really, what now? I'm curious. Let me know in your comments what you think about this whole thing, because wow. And to think I also have black Americans following me. This woman is really weird. Like, really weird. People who do things of sort are really weird. We are black people. We have issues. The system doesn't like us. We already have problems. And that's the thing that you're worried about, especially in the land that doesn't care about you as a black woman in America. And that's your concern. You're fighting for basic things, basic rights, basic electricity, basic things. Your basic existence in that country. Wanna be worried about things that shouldn't be worried about? Yeah, ne?